Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about my reaction to a couple of recent videos by Alpha Investments YouTube channel as well as Reserved Investments YouTube channels. Stay tuned. Hello to all my sports card, comic book, video game, collectibles friends out there. I hope everyone is having a great start to your day. Today I'm excited. I'm going to be talking about a couple of channels that I really enjoy and just kind of break down a couple of recent videos that I just want to kind of focus in on because I thought there was some really good messaging, and also just wanted to share these channels with you in case you are new to YouTube or new to YouTube content that's related to collectibles. These guys do cover various aspects of collectibles in a way that I think is really productive and helpful. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, the like. If you like what you hear, hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. It does help us grow this channel. We want to continue to build out this awesome community that we have here. We appreciate you being here. All right, first I'm going to start with Rudy at Alpha Investments. Now, this guy has been on YouTube for I think 5-6 years, 4, 5, 6 years, something like that. He has over 300,000 subscribers, and his content focuses heavily around Magic the Gathering cards as well as Pokemon cards and some other things here and there, but also mixes in a lot of finance talk, life talk, etc. And that is really the stuff, the diamond in the rough with this channel. I don't own any Magic the Gathering cards, but I literally watch this guy almost every single day because he's entertaining, and a lot of what he's talking about you can mix in with sports cards or comic books or graded video games or whatever it is that you are collecting, that you are investing in. It's valuable stuff and it's entertaining stuff. And I'm not saying that I watch every single video that Rudy puts out, but the way that he is able to articulate, and then also the humor that he throws in, I like that he doesn't take himself too seriously, and he's able to give really strong messaging, and he's extremely knowledgeable on Magic the Gathering cards as well as Pokemon cards, so he understands the background. If you are in that space, then that is a guy that understands kind of the back. He was the guy that was buying PSA 10, reserved cards for Magic the Gathering, and I'm a novice at this, so I'm just throwing out stuff. But he was buying that stuff in 2005 when nobody else was, and now, of course, it's gone up a lot since then. I believe that he's also a distributor. He has a business that revolves around Magic the Gathering cards. But I think all in all, just offers great insights. And he had a video that he just put out recently called "All Hail the Underdogs." And it was July 31st. So if you go back to Alpha Investments channel and you go back to July 31st, it's called All Hail the Underdogs. I love this video because I felt like I could really relate to it. And what he was talking about is he's always kind of rooting for the underdog story. And I think that Americans in general are rooting for the underdog. And so it's very relatable. And Rudy is, someone that, from what I know, has kind of built his business from the ground up. And, it hasn't always been easy, for people. I think that a lot of times we see success and we just assume, oh, they've had, silver spoon, they've had millions of dollars thrown at them, and that's the only reason why they're successful. And I think that is kind of it's not a great mindset to have, because it's the assumption that anytime anyone has success, it's because it was handed to them. And in reality, all this stuff takes a tremendous amount of work. A YouTube channel takes a lot of work. Anything that you do that you love is going to take a lot of work to build it, but it's that fun of being able to build it and really enjoying that process of building something that makes the whole thing go. And so, the message I guess I have overall from this video, along with their videos, is that, if you love it, really put in the work, because that's what's going to make all the difference. It's the doing the work part, that really makes all the difference. When you look at elite athletes, you look at Michael Jordan, for example. Let's just use the GOAT of basketball as an example. Michael Jordan, he doesn't rest on his laurels. He wasn't, there wasn't a lot of self-pity, for Michael Jordan. He just kind of took it as motivation. Anytime that he failed, he took that as motivation to continue on, to practice, to get better, and to do better next time. And that's what made him so dominant. And that's when you look at a lot of elite athletes, it's the same story. They're failing over and over and over again, learning from those failures and building themselves up into something better. And they're just continually molding. And I think that's got to be the ultimate mindset. People will say like, oh, you can't be positive all the time. You have to be realistic. Yeah, but you really got to balance that out, because of course you want to be a realist, of course, but you also don't want that to be a dream killer, in the sense to where you're so realistic that you've just mentally talked yourself out of doing anything great. So it's kind of a balance. It's a balance of, you have to be driven and put in the work and be a dreamer, and then at the same time be realistic to where it's like, I need to figure out, if I'm failing at something, how can I self-improve? How can I learn from that and get better from it? And it's so critical. So Rudy does a great job in this video, just kind of breaking it down. I think that's must-watch YouTube TV for those that maybe just need to pick me up, or those that are highly motivated that might just need to hear kind of that reassurance. That it's a great video for that. Now let me move over to Sean at Reserved Investments. Now, for both Rudy and Sean, for their channels, I don't agree with everything that they say, but that's okay. It's okay. That's another thing I want to touch on here. Our society has gotten into this like black and white, choose a side on every issue, it feels like. And it's like, it's okay for people to watch my channel and not agree with everything that I say. The world would be an incredibly boring place if we all agreed with each other all the time. That's what makes the whole thing run. That's what starts conversations and gets discussion going and debate going. And that is a good thing. As long as you're not doing it with ill intent, if you're actually looking to debate for, some sort of a positive outcome because you're trying to actually learn, there's a lot of folks that pretend like they're trying to debate, but really they're just trying to, troll or whatever. And that's fine, but let's just call it what it is. But look, debate is healthy. Debate is very healthy. And like I said, for Sean and for Rudy, I agree with a lot of their stuff. I don't agree with some of their stuff, but it's great. It's great for me to see another perspective and to learn. Sean at Reserved Investments puts out a lot of great info. He has been in the collectibles market for decades, and so he is not new to any of these markets. He's well versed in it. He's got just a plethora, I'm going to throw a word out here, a plethora of experience, an abundance of experience. And so I really like watching his channel. He's got great takes on things. Do I agree with everything that he says or agree with every sort of outlook that he's got? No, not necessarily. But one thing in this last video put out recently, and one piece of messaging that he had in there that I thought was really good is essentially he kind of broke down that, there's going to be things going on in the world that we cannot control, good, bad, and different. But the only thing that we can really control is bettering ourselves, trying to better ourselves. Regardless of your background, situation, whatever, the only thing that we can do is just get up in the morning and just try to get better at whatever our goals are. We just try to get better at those. If you're a parent, just try to get better at that. I'm trying to get better at parenting every day. Frankly, it's work every single day to get better at, being a dad. At work, in my work life, at YouTube, at everything. It's always trying to work hard to just get better. How can I advance myself and make myself better, whether it be, physically, spiritually, financially, whatever it is, all of the above, just trying to progress and just enjoying that process. And look, there's a lot of falling on your face and failing, but that's all part of it. I was talking with Rolling with FD, great YouTube channel, this past week about our sales background. We've had a background in sales. And the one thing about cold calling and sales is you fail every single day. So whether you end up making a career out of sales is not a bad thing to get into, just to sharpen the iron a little bit, because you are put through the ringer. You are told no. You're rejected every day, all day. You're rejected. And so once you get used to that rejection, then you become kind of, hardened by it, and it helps you to learn from it. It helps you to get around those things, and it just makes you better. It helps you to be able to kind of adapt to things in the real world in life. So anyway, guys, I think the main messaging is that if you love it, work hard at it. Just find that thing that you love and then just work like crazy at it. And good things tend to come from people that work hard. And, of course, you catch some breaks along the way, but I just want you to know that with all the crazy in the world going on right now, our thoughts are with you. Keep on pushing forward. Try to stay positive. Keep on moving the needle forward. Stay healthy. Stay awesome. We will talk to you again next time.